Across the history of Major League Baseball, a few names stand out with unusual clarity. Dock Ellis is one of them. He was a pitcher with presence you could feel before he even stepped on the mound. He challenged hitters, he challenged society, and at times he seemed to challenge reality itself. He wore the uniform of the Pittsburgh Pirates in the early 1970s, sharing the field with men whose legacies now feel carved into stone. Roberto Clemente, whose humanity was as fierce as his talent. Willie Stargell, whose power could tilt the mood of an entire stadium. They were giants in a bright era of the game. And on June 12, 1970, Dock Ellis did something that did not belong to ordinary life. He threw a no-hitter while high on LSD. 9 innings, no hits. A performance that refuses to sit quietly on a shelf of sports history. Dock spoke years later about what he saw that night. Colors that moved like living things, faces that stretched at the edges, moments where he could not tell if the crowd was cheering or whispering, moments where he sensed a presence beyond the lights, as if the world around him had widened. People call it the drug. It's easier that way. Easier to believe the strange came from inside his mind, not from whatever stood outside the glow of the stadium lamps. But every now and then, a human being finds himself in a place where the familiar rules falter. A place where the sky feels too large. A place where a man realizes he is very small and that something vast is watching without interest or mercy. A place where the boundaries of the world grow thin enough that something older may reach through. That feeling is the quiet heartbeat beneath this story. Not monsters, not jump scares. Just the cold understanding that the universe is wider than we pretend, and sometimes a single moment can reveal that terrifying scale. And on that June night, Dock stood at the center of it. This is Seams of the Infinite, Volume 1. A descent into the dark horizon that pressed against that famous game and the presence that stepped forward when a pitcher's mind opened at the wrong moment. January 23rd, 2026, the story begins where the diamond ends. Walk into the light and look forward. The dark is waiting beyond it.